Thanks very much for that, Annette. Now, Inanda in KwaZulu-Natal is said to be the rape capital of the country. The latest crime statistics show the area reported the highest number of sexually related crimes. President Cyril Ramaphosa is visiting one of the police stations in the area to check if officers are delivering services. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah is there. He joins us now live. I mean, Dasen, if we just cast our minds back to last month, that spike in the number of rapes, particularly in Inanda, jumping from 278 to 338, 60 more than the previous year.
That's right, Michelle. I think that equates to just over a 20% increase in the number of rapes here in Inanda. And the community here really is scared. We spent most of the day in this area yesterday talking to some of the community members, talking to the community policing forum as well, just to kind of establish what it was that was driving these numbers. That's also something that the president will be expecting to hear from the station management as well as the police minister, who's here. And just while I'm talking to you, I'll give you a sense of just some of the people that have gathered outside the station, probably wanting to also raise their own concerns with the president. But top of mind for many of them right now would be the issue of rape, because that really says that women in this area are not able to walk around freely, considering that they could come under attack. One of the things that the Community Policing Forum said could be driving this, Michelle, is the high number of shebeens and taverns in the area. They say that this consumption of liquor over the weekends from Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday does then correlate with the high number of not just rape cases but criminal cases that they are seeing in the area. And one of the things that they want to then see is those drinking holes coming to the party and really saying that they would control the hours within which they operate. A member of the Community Policing Forum said to me that you could really go at any part of the day, on any day of the week, and find something to drink, and find groups of people drinking on the sides of the road or outside these shebeens.
Yeah, and the situation you're describing there in Inanda around the spike in sexual assaults in that area, really echoing the sentiment around the country, that feeling that you described now of women really not feeling safe in the country.
Exactly, and this really is a case in other areas, and it doesn't necessarily mean that because Inanda has the highest number of rape cases in the country that there aren't similar situations elsewhere. We know that not all of these incidents are reported. That's also something that needs to be looked at because of the strength of these FCS units. Are women confident to come forward and report these cases? It really does speak to that, particularly here in Inanda, because one of the interesting comments that I heard yesterday was that community leaders were saying that they are appealing to women not to go out in the streets late at night or not to hang out at these taverns, and to rather buy something to drink and go home. But I took issue with that statement, Michelle, because what it then said was that women are not allowed then to enjoy their weekends, or not allowed to go out, so to speak. But the men who are perpetrating these crimes can very well go out, drink, and have all of these bad intentions. And the community leader then said to me that it's not that they are disregarding the rights of women. They're saying that considering the way things are at the moment, they don't know what else to do and how else to approach the situation.
Yeah, it speaks to that flawed argument that it must be something the woman is doing that brings on that rape, and I can see why you took issue with that statement. So the CPF in the area, they're talking about one of the issues being the high number of shebeens in the area. This visit by the president, will it be to address a whole range of concerns, not just looking at that police station, but possibly making some changes to that community there?
Definitely, and that is the broader issue here. I spoke to the police minister yesterday, and he says that the president's visit here is not really to necessarily deal with the operational policing issues here at the station. His purpose here is to launch the district development plan, and that looks to improve the broader Inanda area, but also just the broader, the metropolitan municipality as well. The minister pointed out a few things to me, and he says that It's the environmental factors that also exacerbate the levels of crime in areas like Inanda. We saw this for ourselves yesterday. There are some parts of Inanda where you can't access by road. So what it really means is that you travel along a narrow road at the foot of a hill, and all along the hill are these houses that have come up. Some of them are formal houses, some of them are informal houses. And that really means that if police are chasing a suspect, they would have to park the vehicle at the bottom, hike up a mountain, and try to find the house where this criminal is. It also means that criminals have the advantage of being higher up than where the police are, and they can see them coming and easily move from one house to another. There are also the issues around lighting and the lack of any type of CCTV cameras here. So hopefully after the president's visit and after engaging with police management, they could now look at adding some of those additional security features to the area, which in turn then could assist policing.
Right, well, thanks very much for that, Dasen Thathiah. Just as soon as that visit does begin, you will bring us all of the details right here on